Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Or is it somebody who's escaped the Gotham mental asylum? Answers on a postcard, please.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, if that moment there where Mark Kent says, I've cleaned your boots, get ready to kick some ass, son, doesn't get you pumped up, then I guess you might as well retire to a monastery? Holy shit, every time I watch that, I get goosebumps, literal goosebumps.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls...
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Dun 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 dun. Yes, you believe a man can fly again in his room. That's why I'm wearing a Wonder Woman t-shirt that she can't buy anymore, talking about the Superman trailer breakdown that happened yesterday. Yes, so in case you don't know, James Gunn's Superman, because apparently this isn't a Superman movie, it's a James Gunn Superman movie. We are being shot in the head repeatedly with that catchphrase. So I'll do my best to avoid saying that in this breakdown on my video today. But if you enjoy what you see, folks, make sure you give me a like, make sure you subscribe, although that's going to be rather tough at the moment since I've got a warning and a strike against my channel, so it's going to be a bit of a turbulent time, folks. So how this trailer begins is really interesting. People think it's Lois Lane and Clark Kent having an argument, but it's not. I think she's prepping him for the actions he took in stopping a war. Now, the war might happen at the beginning, and Senator Rick Flag Sr., played by the great Frank Grillo, my favorite modern day tough guy. I do love this gentleman. He's fantastic. He's obviously taken a bit of an umbrage to Supes' actions. So I think this might be, it could actually be for real that Clark and Lois are having this argument, or she's prepping him. What I do like about this scene is that David Corenswet, who plays Superman and Kent, seems to affectate the Christopher Reeve voice ever so slightly. I just thought, what's going on here? It sounds bizarre. Did he just deepen his voice? He did, because he calls Lois Lane Cronkite, as in Walter Cronkite. So I thought that was a pretty cool touch.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
And the other things that stood out for me in this trailer was just it was just so colorful. In fact, even at this moment here, and I'm going to bring it up because Warner Brothers, you will not be able to copyright claim me anymore for this. Now, this moment here, which I find very interesting, at 47 seconds into this epic trailer, that's nearly 3 minutes long, by the way. If you're watching this scene from far away in your living room, you don't see the lines as much in Supes' outfit. It looks more like the Brandon Routh Superman outfit, and it looks more fitted, and David Corenswet looks a lot less padded out, like he's actually got muscle, which I think is pretty cool. And I think that's Metamorpho behind Supes carrying him in. I don't know who this lady is, but Frank Grillo looking as badass as ever, man. This guy is a national treasure, in my opinion. He's so cool. Now, this guy here is known as the Hammer of Baravia, as opposed to Hammer Time. I thought it might be Lex Luthor in his battle suit, and it might be him. He might be controlling this apparition, if you want to call it that, from a control base. And folks, as a man who sees myself as very Indian in appearance and in origin, it was nice to see a fellow brother from the Bollywood section rescuing Supes after crashing down into the ground, making a big dent, don't you know? I wonder how much that's going to cost the taxpayers in Metropolis. Very touching moment. Even the caption itself, Superman's heartbeat echoes, I thought was very cool. More moments like this in the film, please. You know, I'm really excited about this film. I really am. It's almost like they're throwing everything on the wall, and does it all stick? I think it does, to be honest. It does. Again, some minor gripes aside about the kaiju design, the rest of this film just looks fantastic. It's colorful, it's hopeful. That music score is great. It's not the over pretentiousness of the Hans Zimmer music efforts from the Zack Snyder universe. I mean, again, the thing with this film, and is it going to make a lot of money at the box office? I think it will do at least $800 million if the positive word of mouth gets out of there. It's gonna hit the home run. It really will. The only thing standing in its way, I wouldn't say the Fantastic Four so much, more like Jurassic World Rebirth, where you got Mahershala Ali and Scarlett Johansson doing her now very tiresome action woman routine. She could be good. She looks quite pleasant in the film. She might be a passable action heroine of some kind. So that's the only film that really stands in its way, because as I've heard the internet chatter online, dinosaurs, Superman, people prefer the dinosaurs, so okay, whatever, your choice. But me, I prefer to see a guy in red pants and a red cape and a blue else everything going out there and kicking ass. So that's what I want to see. That's more my shtick. And yeah, Metropolis just looks brilliant. Some people are calling it a very over-budgeted CW movie, but that might not be a bad thing if it sticks to landing, and I think it honestly will. Now, going back to the Superman outfit right here, we know we've mocked it for the way it looks. Like you walk into your local dollar store in America, you can buy this for a fancy dress Halloween costume, right? And there's a theory that I've got about this, and I don't know if anybody else has mentioned this. Probably somebody else has already. But later on in the trailer, you see Ma Kent. So she is well and truly alive. And she says, "Shall I go and get your boots for you?" And I'm thinking she may have designed this outfit for Clark. So what we're getting here is like Tony Stark's Mark 1 suit for the first Iron Man film from 2008. I think we're getting a version of the Superman outfit here. This is a prototype. This is what his mum has made for him. Yeah, I just like doing that, folks, for my videos because I'm a rather silly man. But honestly, I think Superman from James Gunn, that's probably the second time I've said that now in this video, will be a box office hit. In terms of the ranking of box office hits this year, I think #1 might be Jurassic World Rebirth. Damn that movie. Followed by, and I hate to say it, How to Train Your Dragon, with the DEI nonsense forced into that movie. Maybe Lilo and Stitch third, and maybe Superman might be fourth. And that might be followed by Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. That's my top 5 for now, folks. I might be wrong, but it's just nice to spitball these facts out there and see what sticks on that particular wall. This shot right here at 2:25 in the trailer is awesome. It's looking a lot better. This is what we want to see. We want to see a symbol of hope. We want to see someone in the sky who's going to save us from doom and gloom. And honestly, I've got to give it to the special effects people here. I don't know if Lucasfilm, not Lucasfilm, but at THX, anybody from Lucas, the Skywalker Ranch, if anybody's involved with making this. I think they might be. Again, they're using IMAX cameras for this particular moment. For the whole, I think the whole film is filmed in IMAX, right? By the way, I'm actually seeing Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning next Tuesday night, special preview screening. So I cannot wait to watch that and give you a breakdown review afterwards. But really, this is all about the Superman movie today, and I'm just going to go back to my screen here and just show you a bit more. So I like the Lex Luthor Corp mug right here. If they don't manufacture those and sell them to the public, then something is completely wrong. So he's taunting Superman there. In case you guys don't know why Lex actually hates Superman so much, if you watch the Smallville TV series, the CW series back in the day, it's because when Clark's ship crash landed in Smallville, it caused Mr. Luthor to lose his hair. This scene here, now I'm a dog lover. I don't own a dog, but honestly, this moment here, the quilts, the very long bed, people have talked about this, that there are kind of like prefab homes in America that have this type of interior, this design. And the Mighty Crabjoys, who the hell is this band? Is it like the Smallville version of Green Day, but less political? Who knows? but this is a good moment actually. Just Crypto looking at Soups. I think we'll probably see, this might be not a flashback scene, but it's probably in the middle of the movie where this occurs. And he likes to play chess, which is really cool.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
And that kaiju creature is a bit of a strange oddity. It still looks goofy, but I've got a theory about that one too. I think that might be a leftover design from Guardians of the Galaxy 3 that Mr. Gunn did not utilize for that movie and maybe brought it over for his Superman movie, which actually does make a lot of sense, if you ask me. So ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of that trailer? Were you unimpressed? Were you underwhelmed? I was actually, wow, I was actually blown out of the park. We actually had a double whammy of James Gunn's goodies this week because Peacemaker Season 2 trailer dropped, and for the most part I actually enjoyed that as well. There was a bit of a cringy moment with James Gunn's wife going into full-blown action woman mode, later to be told by a psychiatrist that she's going through.
I've come to the conclusion you suffer from a particularly severe form of toxic masculinity. What?
Masculine toxicity, which I thought was a bit, even her reaction was like, what are you talking about? But I'm definitely going to be watching that when it comes out. I'm actually I'm ordering the first season on Blu-ray today when I finish this video. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this reaction today. I do like holding this mic. It makes me feel like a roving reporter for the Daily Planet, which is not a bad thing in my books. Anything's better than going out and getting an actual job, if you know what I mean. But if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you give it a like, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you catching me looking up in the sky in July when this film drops for the next video.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Dream of me. I'll make your dreams come true. Everything's possible with me.
How do